Imagine if you could have a magic ability to understand men, how easy it would be to make good choices when dating, or you would feel relationships are easy for you. Your communication would be effortless and men would feel magnetically attracted to you. Let me tell you, you can have that magic ability. Not only you can, but most importantly, you must develop this ability if you want to have anything close to a secure, healthy relationship. The good news is I'm here about to tell you how you can start nurturing this particular skill that will help you understand men. It's a bit of an advanced skill, so I'm a bit reluctant to share it with my wide audience. Of course, I share it with my clients and students of the Secure Love Creator program. Today, I'm unveiling this secret because it can revolutionize your love life, providing you with the insight and empowerment you've been searching for in every relationship. Dual empathy is a concept I've created based on my work with clients and understanding attachment trauma. I use it to help my clients resolve conflicts in their relationships, but it comes with other benefits. It also provides deeper healing for people who implement it. Why is mastering dual empathy so vital? It helps you understand man's emotional needs in a relationship. Think about how much power this gives you, power of love. Once women understand men, their dating lives become so much easier. Here is a warning though. If you are a high-achieving woman, you may go to the old trauma scripts that compel you to try to understand men's needs so you can modify yourself. None of us do this deliberately, but this is how we are wired to be somewhat people pleasers. It takes some healing and effort to unlearn this. This is why I developed dual empathy, because there is no love without self-love. Let me clarify one thing here. When you actually understand men and their deep emotional needs, you will realize that you are enough just the way you are. This is one of the secrets of secure love creation. It is when you are over-functioning and trying to figure men out from this anxious place, you miss out on actually understanding them. Obviously, it's essential to understand your partner when you are in a relationship with him. But what about dating? So, when you are dating, you can have much better insight into men's minds and quickly realize who's right and who's not right for you. Dual empathy enables you to have this insight. Another benefit of mastering dual empathy is resolving conflicts in much more productive ways. Very often we approach our partner from a victim mentality. Let's see how this happens. As you don't express your needs and boundaries, you wind up feeling resentful when they are not met. When you try to communicate with your partner, that resentment becomes an obstacle to a successful resolution. Your partner feels attacked by your attempts to communicate your needs and boundaries, instead of feeling concerned and eager to understand and nurture you. What we have now is two victims attacking each other. Dual empathy resolves this. I'm about to share with you these amazing techniques that will help you develop a deep understanding of men, not only as a group of people, but also understanding the person in front of you. It also helps you heal and understand yourself. That is the power of dual empathy. It gives you the power of choice, the power of clarity, and ultimately the power of love. Stay tuned, because this knowledge isn't just insightful, it's empowering. At the end of this video, I will show you my personal example of how dual empathy helped me escape that victimhood. I will also tell you how to avoid a major trap that many women fall into. So stay with me till the end. Ready to understand this powerful technique? Let's break down dual empathy. What's the best way to think about it? Think of it as having compassion for two children who are in disagreement. Romantic relationships trigger us so much because there are younger unhealed parts that we had to shut down in order to live what we call normal life. These unhealed parts carry limiting beliefs that keep us feeling safe but unable to create secure, healthy relationships. As a little girl, you felt that you had to disown the parts of yourself to maintain the relationship with caregivers who didn't have capacity to provide space for the little girl with all that she comes with. A lot of us experience this. Some of us learn things like, I'm too much, my needs don't matter, I need to work hard and prove myself worthy, I can make people love me if I'm extra nice and give myself completely. There are many different beliefs, and I recommend working with an attachment trauma trained therapist to gain more insight into your own inner world. When we are not aware of these parts, wounds, and limiting beliefs, we keep operating on this old script and hope that our partner will substitute what our parents couldn't provide. We hope he will see our needs and provide the needed nurturing. He can't, especially if you don't have insight about your deep emotional needs or if you feel ashamed of them. A lot of us are afraid to express all these needs. So how is your partner supposed to see through all this? So when this doesn't happen, we become angry. Your anger is completely adequate because it's bullshit that you are not loved and accepted fully. But your anger isn't adequate towards your partner who doesn't know your needs and who most likely has his own wounds and limiting beliefs. So when you approach him from the place of resentment, he naturally rebels, stonewalls you, or gives up on the relationship, feeling like he's not capable of making you happy. So the first part has to be your own work on yourself. You need to understand your needs, feelings, and what specifically triggered you. Is it something that he said, or perhaps he didn't respond to your texts? Then you need to communicate from the place of self-love. Once you process your feelings and know that there is nothing wrong with what you need, it's easier. You don't have to feel angry at your partner. Instead, assume he will want to make you happy. How much different it is for him to receive your communication with this mindset. This is the first part of dual empathy. You gain understanding of your own needs and feelings. Once you have that down, you can communicate with your partner. Here is a way to understand this really well. There are 4 parties in the room when you communicate with your partner. Your and his young parts, and both of you as adults. So the first one is your young parts, these aspects of you shaped by past hurts and dreams. They need compassion, visibility, and a voice. They need someone to stand up for them, and that is you. You take your time and process your feelings. See why they are angry, afraid. Show them curiosity and compassion. You give them your undivided attention, figure out what's going on, and then reassure them that you've got them. You're gonna make sure they're okay, and you will advocate for their needs. Don't shame them for feeling a certain way. This is the beginning part of dual empathy. You are talking to your younger parts just as you would talk to your children. Now, you can go to your partner. You will address him as an adult. Think of it like you're going to your kid's favorite teacher to talk about your kid's needs. You expect the best outcome. You show respect while also bringing something to their attention. Think of how powerful this will be and how your partner will feel invited to help you instead of feeling attacked. Now, it's important to remember his young parts too. Just as your inner parts deserve empathy, so do his. Recognizing his vulnerabilities allows you to connect on a deeper level without judgment. Remember, show curiosity. What led him to do or not do something? Show desire to know and understand him deeply. You're holding yourself as an adult here and holding space for him to share his deep vulnerabilities. Show compassion. What he does may not be wrong at all. Show appreciation because there will be so many things that you may love about him, but if they go too extreme, they may be problematic. For instance, if he's very nice to other people and people pleaser, there's something nice about it, but then it also causes some dysfunction in the relationship. It's essential that you stay online. This is what we trauma-trained therapists say when we talk about being present and somewhat calm, oriented in time and space. Contrary to that is dissociation, when we allow the younger wounded parts to take over when we are triggered. This is when we wind up in a fight, like yelling at our partner, flight, like leaving and not wanting to address something, freeze when we are paralyzed by fear and afraid to do anything, or fawn response when we feel helpless to do anything. Being online means you're handling the situation, showing dual empathy for your partners and your younger wounded parts while maintaining the sobriety of an adult, intelligent person. Your adult self is your wise, mature self that manages the needs and feelings of both your and his younger parts. You express your needs, set boundaries, validate his feelings, and strive for mutual understanding. Think of dual empathy as the superpower of being able to see both sides clearly, nurturing a relationship where both partners feel seen and understood. This is what secure love creators do. Stay with me till the end to avoid major pitfalls when applying dual empathy. I hesitated to share this skill with you because I don't know where you are on your journey towards love. This is a more advanced skill because it requires you to know how to process your own feelings. That means you can look at your emotions with curiosity, openness, and compassion. Due to attachment trauma, a lot of us tend to not look deep inside. So I want to warn you against this one mistake. Remember, dual empathy isn't you excusing all his bad behaviors because you are a loving person and he had a bad childhood. You're not his therapist. You can understand him, but remember, you too need love and affection. You can empathize with him, but you don't need to start a relationship with him. Dual empathy is rather seeing him for who he is and wish him all the best when you realize that he's not right for you. Mastering dual empathy is challenging. I'm a relationship therapist and a consultant for high-achieving women in relationships, and I still may struggle to implement it in my personal life at times. I still get triggers to default to that victim mode. Poor me, he's doing this to me type of feeling. For instance, one thing that bothers me is that my husband doesn't want to consider boarding our dogs outside of our house. Sometimes we want to travel and it's not always easy to find help for watching dogs in our own home. I was immediately triggered to think, poor me, I will never travel again. But then I applied my dual empathy strategies and I realized that his anxiety about leaving dogs somewhere else is really one of the reasons why I love my husband. He's a caring and considerate person. What to me seems like stuckness and annoys me can also be seen as caring and loving person. Our dogs are elderly and set in their routine. It would be probably hard for them to go somewhere else. Once I inquired from him with curiosity about his concerns, I understood him and didn't feel victimized anymore, but rather fortunate to have a caring husband. With my openness to understanding him, it was easy for us to actually figure out the solution. But I'll tell you, my younger wounded parts at first rebelled. What? Dogs are more important than me? Well, no, he is just a caring man. He cares about our dogs and me too, and I love him for it. Things worked themselves out. We've found the solution. You may need some help with mastering this skill. Obstacles like lack of self-compassion, unresolved traumas, and the urge to always be right can impede this practice. This is why in my program we focus extensively on healing these aspects so that you can engage from a place of strength and security. That's the only way you can become a secure love creator. Now, I mentioned how you need to be online when processing your feelings and communicating your needs and boundaries. In this video, I describe how you can use mindfulness specifically for managing relationships. This will definitely help you master and apply dual empathy.